It's so weird. Every woman I've ever known has gotten a relationship with me and wanted to change me. They're like, oh, I really think you're cool and smart and fun. I mean, it happened at 16. My first relationship long term was at 15, just as I turned 16. I was with someone who was 25. And my second relationship, the gal was 12 years older than me. She was just waiting for me to change. She's like waiting for me to grow up, right? Wanted me to get a job and get this and get that and live my life the way that she thought I should, wanted to change me. Fell in love with me for who I was, then wanted to change me. Happened every single time. I'm 54 now. I was out at 15. So, dozens and dozens of times this has happened to me. And they'll meet you with some sort of an interest. And it doesn't really matter what it is. And you'll tell them who you are. You'll tell them what kind of things you like in a relationship, or maybe places you like to go, or who you are. And they'll plot to change you. But they're like, oh, well, I think she'll change, or I think she'll this. Every fucking time but one. And the irony of that one time the woman didn't do that to me, the fucking irony is I did that to her. Anyway, they think that, okay, well, now I've got you. So now you love me. Now we've been sexual. Now you're wrapped around my finger. Now you're in my life and you like me. So now you're going to change. So now I don't want the kitchen stuff to be this way. I don't want you to go here. I don't want you to do this. Oh, you're really into being on the computer a lot or doing your projects. Well, now you're with me, so you're going to have to not do that. For some people, I mean, it could be gaming. It could be lots of things that women will meet a man or another woman and really like the person, but want to change them. So they falling in love with someone's potential, but they want to manipulate them. They want to alter who they are. But it's so freaking weird because they fell for me for who I was when they met me, but then wanted to change me into something else. So obviously, when they are able to do that with people, then they fall out of love because, right? This one gal here, she kind of kept oh, okay, the different things that I told her. I mean, I was honest. I was honest about, at that time, wanting to be poly. I was honest about a whole bunch of different things. And then she would get more and more interested, and then want these traditional butch femme roles, like the kitchen's her domain. Well, I don't want to live like that, right? And the dishwasher's got to be loaded this certain way, and this has to go here, and that has to go here, and all these rules. And she was just so bitchy with her daughter, and her adult daughter lived with her, and she just was, they were fighting all the time. And to them, it was just kind of cool. And I'm just supposed to be like this man, like a, the butch lesbian that's just kind of the guy that does the chores and that, wants someone that, the expression of being pussy whipped or whatever. It was stunning to me. And it was stunning that when she decided that we should move in together, which I fucking ran from that all of a sudden all the rules changed, right? I wasn't allowed to be poly. I wasn't allowed to be interested in this. I wasn't allowed to talk about that. There's all these rules now because she felt like I was in love with her and that I was kind of stuck in it. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm out. Because I'd already done that. I was in a 16-year relationship that we stopped being in the relationship the way I wanted it to be after the first year. And I fucking stayed 15 more. So I already did that. But I just find it so odd. I mean, you come into your life excited, say, I'm not into kayaking at all, but let's just give that as an example. They meet you at some kayaking event and you're both really into kayaking, right? And that's what they like about you, but then they don't want you to do kayaking. I met this guy in Port Townsend. He was really into boats, and it just was his way of life every day, and it just was his passion. And this gal fell in love with him because of who he is. But then she said, well, you have to choose between the boat or me. I mean, it's so manipulative, right? I don't get it. I don't get meeting somebody and liking them for who they are And then getting them to fall for you, and then going, okay, well, now you love me, and so if you want to continue loving me, you're going to have to change this and this and this, which was the very reasons that they came into your life in the first place. I think it's really weird. And, no, thank you.